Hi guys, it's Joanna, and today's video is going to be one that I haven't made in a while, a topic that I haven't touched on in a while, and that is going to be a what's in my bag / bag review for the Senreve Maestra bag. So keep watching. Alright, so before we get into the bag review, I do have to say up front, disclosing everything as always, that I did receive this bag for free from Senreve, and no joke here though, I was literally browsing the Senreve website, had this very bag in my basket, was kind of waffling back and forth on it because it is definitely a little bit expensive. It's $895 for the larger 16-inch size version of the Maestra, and I ultimately didn't hit buy at that very moment, ended up going into my Gmail, and lo and behold, they had emailed me asking me if I would like to test out a bag, and yes, of course. So it was very coincidental and the stars kind of just aligned. And the reason I initially was even looking at this bag is because I had seen it kind of popping up all over my Instagram. They've done a good job of their Instagram marketing. And the other reason that I in particular wanted such a large bag is because I recently got the MacBook Pro 15-inch, which does not fit in most of my other kind of work bags. So that's the background of this bag, how I came across it, why I was even looking for such a large bag in the first place, and how I got it for free, thanks to you guys, really, nothing else. Alright, let me be specific of the particular version I have. This is the larger size of the Maestra. It is 16 inches at the top. It is about 12 1/4, if I'm not mistaken, across the bottom. So it actually does fit the MacBook Pro 15-inch, which I will show you in a bit. But I have the version that is in the pebbled leather called Ice. And that's this particular color, which I think is a brilliant color. It's one of those colors that initially make you think spring, but honestly, this is one of those transitional shades that really go well, I think, any season. Some of the really cool features of this bag are that it has the top handle, very standard. You can also wear it like a side slung bag. You can adjust the length of the longer strap so that you can wear it also as a crossbody if you so prefer. And then finally, the most ingenious part is really the fact that you can wear this as a backpack. And this is really what drew me to it because, let's be honest, these bags get heavy when you start loading them up with stuff, particularly 15-inch laptops. So the fact that you can kind of release some of the pressure on your arms, and excuse me, have not practiced this. So the fact that you can release some of the pressure on your arms and your shoulders and just wear it like a backpack, that's super stylish, is awesome. I mean, obviously wearing it as a backpack, this is not like the most comfortable backpack. These straps are really thin. It's not like, you know, wearing an REI backpack to go climbing a mountain, but for all intents and purposes, you know, run around the airport, for example, this would be great. I mean, seriously, how cute is this? It's just so, so cute. Okay, let's get into the what's in my bag, which I'll also be able to show you kind of the features of the interior. And at the end of this, I will talk about whether or not it's worth it and kind of some of the negatives. So the back here, first of all, great. I feel like so few bags have a design like this that just has an exterior pocket where you can easily slip your phone. I mean, the one thing that's most annoying is to have to like get all the way into like a deep bag trying to find your phone. This has a very convenient pocket, perfect for your phone, your bus ticket, whatever, very easily accessible. I have the iPhone X, so it fits no problem in here. I can't imagine that a bigger phone would be a problem, but just FYI in terms of what I have. So the front, the other thing I was worried about initially was that this little like strapped compartment wouldn't be easy to open and easily get access in and out of the bag. Turns out it's actually super easy. I am a little bit worried though that you can see there's not like a proper like buckling mechanism. It's just more like an anchor secured by the fact that there's a small pinhole here, and then the let me see if you can see this. I guess what do you call this? Like a nipple? Like the nipple kind of gets caught in the little pinhole because it is a little bit bigger than the pinhole. So that's the mechanism for securing it. I can imagine over time that might become looser and looser. But it is anchored here with a little extra closure. So something to kind of watch out for longer term. At least so far, I haven't experienced any issue. This material, which I'll talk about in a bit, is definitely very, very like sturdy and durable seeming. So inside, oof, why did I do this video standing up? This is like so heavy and I'm I'm trying to show you what's inside this bag. Okay, so inside you can see there is a ton of space, and that is thanks in part to the fact that it is so freaking wide. I'll put the exact dimensions here on the screen. I don't recall off the top of my head how wide this is, but it's basically just, you know, you can see by the side profile, like a giant box. And as a result, the inside just fits a ton of stuff. The inside is also lined in a micro suede, so faux suede, which is supposedly stain resistant. I have yet to kind of test exactly how stain resistant, but certainly I haven't noticed anything so far. Okay, let me empty out this piece by piece and tell you what I have in it, and then we can talk about the extra pockets that you have inside. First, I will say I have here my standard work laptop. This one is your kind of typical 13-inch laptop. This is the Lenovo ThinkPad, Yoga, whatever. That's what I use for my regular job. Going along with the Lenovo then, I have this little pouch which I just carry all of my computer wires and whatnot in, so charger, mouse, external mouse, my iPhone charger, all that sort of stuff. I have another little pouch. So in this little metallic fun pouch, I have kind of my more beauty stuff. So one, I have this fresh sugar lemon hydrating lip balm. This was sent to me. I love it. I talked about like before how much I love Fresh just in terms of like their scents, and their beauty products like this lip balm, certainly no different. It's a lovely little lip balm. I have my Color Science, and this is, let's put this to use actually, my SPF touch-up throughout the day if I'm running around, not working from home. Love this stuff. Aesop hand lotion. This stuff is awesome. I picked this up when I was in London last year. They do have this store now all over the US, and it's such a nice hand lotion. Super, super creamy, and it has this like herbal medicinal smell that I just love. Anytime I use this in the office, people are like, oh, what is that? It's kind of like strange at first, but people really seem to really like it, and it's not like a typical like really fruity smelling hand lotion where oh no, Hazel has her squeaker. Hazel, can you drop it please? She's not a very good assistant. Okay, anyhow, that hand lotion, the Aesop hand lotion, this one is, in particular, it is called the Reverence Aromatique Hand Balm. It's super, super moisturizing and smells great. It also has lactic acid, which I really like in a hand lotion or body lotion because it helps kind of, you know, wear away the dead skin, particularly around your like cuticles and whatnot, which I certainly have in bucket loads. I've got some Benetint in here, which can be used for your cheeks or your lips. Classic. And then I just have a bunch of pens. Oh, I didn't bring my fountain pen on my recent work trip, so usually I have a fountain pen. Anyhow, nice little pouch. Then I've got a notebook. In this notebook, I want to just kind of shout out. This is, I can never pronounce the name, Leuchtturm? Leuchtturm? I don't know, Leuchtturm 1917. If you know the brand, you know the brand. It's such a nice quality notebook. And then I have my other pouch. This one is from Everlane, one of my favorite pouches. Also, the color is so great. I have in here kind of my usual, like just some credit cards and also some backup earphones. And the nice thing about this is, particularly when I'm traveling for work and I have this giant thing, for going out on a work dinner or something, you can just pop in, you know, your few essentials in here and not have to be dragging everything but the kitchen sink around. So love to have a little kind of multi-purpose wallet slash clutch slash fancy enough to be evening wear. A couple of extra pens in a compartment, and that is it. So I didn't have keys on this particular, I guess I must have taken my keys out, but usually that would be in here as well. All right, so as far as how this interior is organized, there is one giant pouch where you can slip your laptop, your iPad, whatever. And then there's the main compartment. You can, you know, close up the giant pouch with this little bustle. There's the main compartment. In the main compartment, there's a key holder if you so desire. I don't actually like this because, especially when I have my MacBook in, it kind of like hits it. Anyway, that's another topic, but if you do want to use that. And then in the front, it has like a zippered compartment and then multiple little smaller pockets, including like something where you could put your phone if you wanted to use it on the inside. The zipper across the top, you can also tuck these inside. There are little closures here so that it can be very neatly like all contained within one and look a little bit more square rather than trapezoidal. That being said, if you do that, that's where like your bigger laptop, your 15-inch MacBook is not going to be happy because it's not going to slip in and out as conveniently. But otherwise, here's the bag. I mean, it's quite a lovely, ingenious design, and that is really what drew me to it. It's just, I feel like the designers behind Senreve, they really were thinking about the working woman, not the lady who lunches. They were thinking about our needs to have a cute bag that actually can fit a laptop, a larger laptop, which I just feel like there's so many cute bags out there and they just can't fit the larger laptops. So anyhow, that's the Senreve bag. Let me just show you also how the 15-inch MacBook fits in here. So with the 15-incher in here, the 15-inch size does not fit into this little compartment that's designed for your laptops and iPads. It is just a bit too wide for that to fit comfortably, but as you can see, it does fit very comfortably in the main pocket. As you can see, still though, ton of space. The laptop could, I could probably fit everything else I had in there with this laptop in it. I have also used this bag with 2 laptops in it, as you just can't put as much of the other stuff if that's what you're doing, but it is handy to do that kind of transportation as well, because sometimes I go on trips and I want my personal laptop and I need my work laptop. All of the zippers work brilliantly. They're all metal and the quality is quite nice. Overall, the quality of this bag is very high. Like the construction, you can tell, is very, very nice. These are made in Italy. Great stitching. I mean, it's a quality bag. Another thing I really like about this bag is that you can attach your own straps. So just as an example, I have just attached my own separate strap onto this for a little extra flair and contrast and pizzazz. So now I am going to talk about worth and whether or not this is worth the nearly $900 price tag that it is. Like I said, I have had such a hard time finding this kind of bag that fits the things that I need it to fit and still look cute. If you have recommendations for bags that would fit this category that I'm talking about, let me know down in the comments below. But as far as I have seen and kind of searched around for, there are very few things other than like big tote bags. And I mean, big tote bags are fine, but I really just wanted a little bit more uniqueness than just a big tote. So in that way, this is, I think, really, really creative and cool. The exterior is solid leather, and it is, like I said, this kind of treated pebbled leather. It's Italian leather, but if you know anything about leather, typically speaking, this kind of treated leather, so like, I guess it would be close to like the Prada Saffiano type of leather. This type of leather is frankly not as expensive as full grain leather that's soft and supple, and you can see how thick it is, and you can see the suede on one side and the leather on the other side. Like that is your most expensive type of leather. This kind that is like more heavily treated through chemical processes, because cows don't have like stiff hides like this, right? This kind of leather, while it is very durable from the standpoint of like it won't easily scratch or get marks on it and you can easily like wipe it off, it's definitely not as luxurious as the really, really thick, supple kinds of leather. That being said, if this was made using that kind of full grain leather, it would be heavy AF. That stuff is heavy. I mean, it is the cow's hide. That's like why Hermes bags, for example, are notoriously heavy. It has so many compartments. It has a lot of features, and it's relatively lightweight because, again, this kind of treated material is just a little bit lighter. Also, the fact that it is micro suede lined rather than like actual suede, that also contributes to the fact that this is a lot lighter. So it's kind of a trade-off. From that perspective, I do think the $900 price point feels a little bit high, but the overall build of this, the overall design ingenuity, I do really love it. Like I said, I had it in my cart ready to purchase, but I was just kind of like waffling on it because of that $900 price point. Would I have bought it? Probably, because like I said, I have not been able to find like the bag that fits my needs in this kind of size category. But who knows? Maybe there is something out there and I just haven't looked hard enough. Overall, I think this is a super fun, super cool bag. Every time I've used it, I've gotten so many compliments like, oh my gosh, I love that bag. And it's not your like typical consultant bag. No offense to the Low & Sons bags. They're very popular for a reason, but I just really did not want to go there. I really wanted something a little bit more creative. So that is what I have with the Senreve Maestra. All right, that's it for this review. Thank you guys for watching, and Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!